Hi everybody. It decided I wanted to try something different for Oracle card guidance. You know, there are pick a cards, pick a piles, pick a stone that goes with the pile, pick a this, pick a that readings all over YouTube. We probably don't need more, but I wanted to try this because it's a little different. Normally when you go to one of those readings, there are 3 or 4 options, and you have to use your intuition each time to figure out which one is the right choice for you. What I want to do is have 4 collectives. Life starts with love, collectives. So this initial video is to give you the choices of your collective. You're going to choose which one makes the most sense for you. So using this Angels and Ancestors deck, I asked Spirit for 4 cards that will be the label or the collective. And I'm going to go off camera so I can show you closer the cards. You're going to first hear the messages for each of these 4 collective cards, and then I pulled several cards for each of them so that you can confirm your choice. So in this first video, you can go listen to a different pile of cards if the one you initially chose doesn't seem to fit, but in the future when I post, you'll just go to your collective. I hope that makes sense. Doing the best I can, people. So I'll just initially show you what the collective choices are, and then I'm going to switch cameras and go more in depth. But just if you want to go on your initial instinct, what seems to make sense, here we go. So the first one is, if I can separate it. Why are you doing that? You having a thing going on with the next one? Protection, Guardian. And the little placard in the future that will be up is shield. That is because the message here is drop your shields. So that message may resonate with you. The next one is Earth Guardian. And this will be the little canvas that will be up in the future. The message here is stay rooted and grounded. The next collective is She-Wolf. Now you don't have to be a she to be in this. The message is unleash the wild within. Therefore, your sign in the future will be wild within. And lastly, we have Trader. And the message is exchange energy to create abundance. And so this energy sign will be what you look for, mainly because I write so big or paint so big that I couldn't possibly fit abundance on there. So again, Trader. So that is all I'm going to do with me on camera. I'm going to switch cameras now, give you the more full explanations of these cards so you can then pick which pile of cards you want to listen to see if this is really your collective. Okay, see you later. Bye. We're starting with the She-Wolf, unleash the wild within. The message here is to let your wild side up and out. Unleash your talents and your desires. You are being rewilded at this time, guided to reconnect with your rebellious heart, the part of you that likes to break boundaries and go beyond them completely. If you've been holding back on your hopes or dreams, you're being encouraged to chase after them now. Let the wolf energy within help you track down what direction you want to go in. And don't let any traps or hunters get in the way of your freedom or your growth. The life you want is here. Next, we are getting the message for protection, guardian. Drop any shields of shame, resistance, and fear that are standing between you and your chances of enjoyment and fun. Know that you don't need to hide who you are or the gifts that you have. You were born to shine. You may have encountered shame or embarrassment in your past, but that is not your present. Angels are drawing close at this time to help you move beyond any limiting thoughts, emotions, and patterns that may be making you feel unsafe. Know that angelic protection is swirling around you at this moment and will help you move forward in a more fearless way. Call on your guides for help in changing your frequency so that you can feel safe and protected at this time. You are stronger than you think, and your angels and ancestor guides are here to help you realize this now. Next is Earth Guardian. Stay rooted and grounded. Take time to connect deeply with the energy of the earth so that you can feel supported and make decisions based on strength and integrity. It's important for you to take a grounded approach to your current situation. If you are rushing ahead or making a decision based on your more fearful responses, you will miss out on the growth you deserve. Take some time to calm down and get grounded before proceeding further. Breathe, relax, and connect with your center. Then consider what to do. It's important to plant seeds that are going to grow into something beautiful rather than turn into a weed you have to deal with. Make connections and exchange information, talents, or support. The universe operates under the law of cause and effect and is always looking to return to a natural state of balance. So if you are lacking in the feelings of abundance at this time, you are being invited to share your time, your gifts, and your understanding with others. If you're frustrated because something isn't unfolding in your life, instead of asking yourself what you can get, ask yourself what you can give. The exchange of energy doesn't necessarily mean financial energy. It can also be about supporting in order to feel supported. If you've been holding back with your offerings, now is the time to change that. Allow yourself to be open, honest, and vulnerable. This can prepare you to open up to even greater opportunities in the coming days, weeks, and months. So that is the presentation of the collectives. You should have a pretty good idea now which one you want to listen to the cards for. Again, we have Traitor, Earth Guardian, Protection Guardian, and She-Wolf. And next I'll start with the cards for each collective. If you need more time to make your choice, go ahead and pause the video. Otherwise, we're going to start with She-Wolf. The first card is Girl Talk. Time with friends, moving on, happily single, living in the moment, having fun. The second one is Clover. A fortunate situation, a lucky win, a positive opportunity, a small amount of money, worth the risk or gamble, an unexpected gift. From Enchanted Blossoms, the card is Friendship. From The Secret Language of Color, your color is Lemon. Access innovative thinking. Now, until we get to the last one, I'm going to be using the guidebook for the next cards. From Alice the Wonderland, your card is Set Your Course. Know where you wish to go. Have a plan, the right direction. Alice, like so many of us, wants to know which way she ought to go. You too may be asking yourself which way to go, what direction to head in. This can include questioning what your sole purpose is, or asking for advice from others on what you ought to do, which way to take your life, what decisions to make, and what you need to do next. Alice is rather lost in Wonderland. And when we are lost, it is only natural to ask those who seem to know more than we do for advice on what we ought to do and where we need to head. But, as the Cheshire Cat points out so cleverly, the right direction for Alice depends on where Alice wishes to go. It is the same for you. So now you must spend some time focusing your thoughts toward knowing where it is you wish to get to. Once you have a better idea of your desired destination, the ambition you wish to achieve, or the dreams you wish to create, you will know what to do. Until you know that, it will be very hard for anyone to offer you any advice at all. This also applies to the advice you give to yourself. Don't flail about, and don't be at the mercy of other people's advice or opinions. Ask yourself what you want to create, do, achieve, and be. You can then seek the very best advice and head in the best direction for you. And from Divine Guidance, your card is actually called Divine Guidance. Beautiful soul, you play a very important role in the awakening of the planet. Your light is so needed here. You are always wrapped in the loving embrace of the divine. It is in those times when your tears may fall or when you feel most alone that your angels and guides are with you the most, shining their light and love on you. Not for one moment should you doubt this. You, special soul, are being lovingly guided and supported on your path. Divine guidance is leading you gently. Look for the signs, feel the love, and know that you are supported always. Now from Dark Goddess, you may be dealing with a shadow aspect, and your card is Aradia, Defense. There are only so many times one can endure harsh criticism, judgment, and unfair comments. You feel that you are always, you feel that you are always under attack, and so defense has become your immediate response mechanism. Sadly, because you feel you have to defend that part of you that others fear to understand, you are dimming your light somewhat to avoid persecution. Aradia will guard you well as she encourages you to ignore the opinions of others, fully embrace exactly who you are, and remind you that the power lives within you. Mystery and magic of the old ways beckon, and Aradia encourages you to tap into the ancient wisdom that is the power of nature. Here you shall find the tools to assist you in protecting all that you stand for. Defend your path and that of those who have been oppressed, for there is no need to seek the approval of others, as Aradia defends your divinity. And lastly, we have a postcard from Spirit, and because I need to have this a little closer to my face to read it, I'm just going to put your She-Wolf card down again for you to look at as I'm reading. Not centered, apparently. Dearest you, do you know how much we love you and want to help you? We are here for you, and we hear you ask for guidance, but you must let go and let us help you. You don't have to do it all. You've done your part, now let us do ours. You would be awestruck if you knew how many strings were pulled through the matrix to give you what you need and desire. Spirit has a plan, and when you sign up to be a co-creator, you need to remember to allow the partnership. It's not one-sided. Your desires and plans meet up with those of Spirit. Remember, though, Spirit's timetable and ideas of how things will play out may be quite different from yours. Trust us. Spirit's ideas are amazing. Now let go and let us do the magic. Pay attention to other areas of your life, and before you know it, a miracle will have taken place. Signed, we love you so much. Got a nice little shadow there, sorry. Next, we're going to go to Protection Guardian. And your first card is Not Enough. Frustrated in relationship, lack of confidence, self-sabotage, fear, ego issues, jealousy. Scythe. The removal of a person or situation, a sharp decision, a sudden change of mind, a warning of danger, an accident or misunderstanding, harvesting the fruits of one's labors. Your color card is Watermelon. Have fun with your inner child. Your card from Enchanted Blossoms is Hope. From Divine Guidance, number 26, this card is called Elemental. This elemental energy is calling you to connect to the mighty and loving life force of the planet. Try gardening, get a houseplant, go for a hike, or sit on the grass in a park. Open yourself to the energy of the earth in every activity you do. Feel the pulse of life in the plants. Embrace the magic of creation and play within the beauty and bounty that Mother Earth provides. Give your gratitude and prayer to all that you eat. Creating an intimate connection with Gaia heals the earth and opens you to new levels of energy, connection, and communication in a very powerful way. From Alice the Wonderland, who in the world are you? Getting to know the new you. When you receive this card, you are being asked to rediscover yourself through the asking of that all-important question, who am I? As Alice so winely says, so winely? Honestly, I don't have wine on the brain. Let me try that again. As Alice so wisely says, that's the great puzzle. So many people go through life being who they think they are, who others say they are, or who they think they ought to be, when who they truly are is submerged beneath conformity, habit, stereotypes, cultural expectations, and other people's opinions. This card is asking you to ask this question and to assume just for a moment that you may not know just who you are. This is your invitation to go beneath the roles and the assumptions. Allow your true self to slowly ascend and emerge from beneath the stultifying feedback of the world and to be once again. When this card comes to you, it is a wonderful opportunity to live from the heart of yourself once more, to question all you think you are and to find out who you are right now. You may wish to meditate on this question or to find out who you are in new places with new people. You may like to start over, to incarnate in a way. You may wish to travel, undergo some therapy, journal, or have heartfelt conversations about how we become who we are at any given moment. Treat this like a wonderful adventure and an opportunity to forget what you think you know. Rather than going along with beliefs, aim to truly see yourself. Puzzle out, once again, a rebirth into your new self. Your card for a possible shadow aspect is Fortuna, fate. Should you stay or should you go? Should you tell or not? Spend the money or save it? It's as if all your decision-making skills are based on the toss of a coin at the moment. Taking risks has served you well in the past, but your run of good luck may desert you if you don't apply a bit of common sense. Gambling your life away, so to speak, might be fine if it's just you that the outcomes affect, but seldom is that the case. The choices you need to make in life now will either put you on a firm and fruitful footing or lead you astray. Fortuna is Lady Luck personified. She straddles the fine line between the prosperous and the barren, with the wheel of fortune weighing heavily around her neck, for that is her job. It is not yours today, so consider what you could win and lose in the upcoming choices you must make, and leave nothing to chance. And lastly then, your postcard from Spirit. Dear you, sometimes you just feel like no one understands you. You're not heard, or even that you don't count. This, my dear, is a terrible illusion. And although your feelings tell you that abandonment is real, well, we who love you know better. You are never alone. And even when rejection happens, you are ultimately being protected, so better things can replace what wouldn't have worked in the first place. Everyone on this side of the veil is watching over you and rooting for your ultimate success. Life loves you. We love you. And you are a unique spark of the divine and always connected to the light and to Source. You are always in our care. Trust and keep the faith. Love you always and forever. If you are considering whether the Earth Guardian Collective is yours, here are your cards. Girl with a snake, empath and narcissist, paradigm, being charmed or used, enable boundaries. Sun, a resolution to a problematic event, victory or a successful outcome, the truth or reality is revealed, a happy time in one's life, a situation that is optimistic, a person that is confident. Your color is tangerine. Be spontaneous and have fun. And from Enchanted Blossoms, your card is passion, which goes well with tangerine because that would probably be sacral chakra. Your card from Divine Guidance is rewards. We have liftoff. Energetically and physically, things are about to take off in your world. Hold on to your hat. All your hard work is about to pay off. Whatever your venture is right now, there is a great movement coming. Things are about to skyrocket for you. Good things do come, and this is your time to enjoy them. You have done the work. Now it is time to reap the rewards. Congratulations. Your card from Alice the Wonderland is Find the Lesson. Discover the purpose in a situation. Trust that you are learning. Alice is struggling to find any meaning in what is taking place in Wonderland, particularly when she is at the court of the Queen of Hearts. She is puzzled, confused, and feels very much like complaining. The truth is, there is a lot for you and Alice to complain about. People are not cooperating with each other. There is a great deal of disorganization and chaos. people are quarreling and not getting along. The volatile nature of what is taking place can make you feel like there is no sense to any of this at all. But, as the Duchess points out, everything has a moral, or rather, everything has a lesson within it. And this is the struggle for you right now. Rather than forcing yourself to find the lesson, the better approach is to trust there is a lesson. Trust that you are learning and that this experience will come to be valuable in time. It is a very strange and trying place you find yourself in, so be patient with yourself. Understand that it is natural to feel frustrated, impatient, and confused, but trust. Trust there is a reason for this, and in time you will come to know the purpose of this bizarre, topsy-turvy, and very trying time. And now for a shadow aspect you might be dealing with. Isis, resurrection. Why have you sacrificed your own life for the sake of others? You have given away the most precious thing in life, you. All these years of dedication for the sake of your principles, all the pain and suffering you have endured, and yet you have ignored your own needs by putting others before you. This learned behavior has become a destructive pattern in your life. Stop self-imposing the victim upon yourself and take steps to live out your dreams. By self-sacrificing yourself, you have forgotten who you truly should be. Never act as others expect you to be. Instead, take responsibility for your life and quit blaming others for your disappointments and failures. You need to be in service to yourself first and foremost. Take care of yourself and learn to say no to others, especially when their demands enslave you. Be like a phoenix as you rise from the ashes of resurrection, for Isis invites you to reclaim your personal power. And lastly is your postcard from Spirit, which I have to have close enough to my face to read, so I'm going to let you go back to looking at the Earth Guardian. Dearest you, going the extra mile to achieve your dreams and putting in some overtime will reap big rewards. Now is the time for you to act, to stir up some energy, and put those plans into action. There are many windows of opportunity that open but close quickly when you don't take the risk and go for it. Today, be confident that your hard work will pay off and you'll feel that satisfaction and fulfillment of reaching your desired outcome. It might turn out even better than you expected. Isn't that amazing? Remember, however much work you're willing to put in, we will match it tenfold on our end. Everyone over here is rooting for you to win the game of life, so just do it. Signed, loving you so, so much. And for the last collective, Trader, if you're considering whether this is the right collective, here are your cards. Man, hostile masculine person. A person with toxic masculine qualities such as dominance, bullying, and aggression. This person is an enemy or foe. The Grim Reaper. The relationship is over. No second chances. Grow and transform your life. Your color is azure. Protect yourself. Sounds like somebody's been through the ringer here. Your card from Enchanted Blossoms is generosity. From Divine Guidance 39 is resolution. Life is like a puzzle, and we put the pieces together in a way that fits for us.
Until now, your puzzle hasn't seemed to fit together in a way that has made sense. What seems out of harmony will begin to feel balanced. Even though some things feel like they just won't work, shifts and adjustments are happening now. You will find that things will start to fall into place and that everything will fit together perfectly in your life. From Alice, belong to your own dream, create your own life. When Alice plaintively wonders whether everything she is experiencing is part of a great dream, the same dream shared by many beings, she wonders whose dream it is. Just like Alice, we ought to be concerned about whether we are living our own dreams, making our own mistakes, following our own hearts, or simply doing what others believe we ought to, and thus making their mistakes, following what their hearts think is best for us, and living in their dreams. Some people and some societies are very powerful. Our culture would like us to live a certain dream, to marry, to have a home, a good job, and then die peacefully. But that dream, the collective dream or the dream of our rulers, may not be your dream. This card asks you to remember your own dreams and wishes, and to set about making sure they are governing your choices. Many people will encourage you to head in a certain direction and live in a particular way that nearly everyone will agree is right. But you have your own dream, a life in which you will live a little more adventurously and strangely than many others. It is time to break free of the collective dream and live within your own. Belong to only one dream, magical soul. Belong to your own. And as a potential shadow aspect, we have Scylla, drama. Could be Skyla, that sounds better. You should be on the stage. You're always the star of the show. What is it like to live in your own personal soap opera? It's interesting how most events in your life always seem to turn into an epic drama. If you find that you thrive on the attention your words and actions create, then you are most definitely a drama queen. Skyla knows all about dramas and swims in to warn you to pick your performances with care, as you generally seem to make life unnecessarily complicated for everyone around you. It's time to drop the theatrics before you lose your faithful audience. You have immersed the truth and reality into that of dramatic fiction. Skyla acknowledges your insecurities, but urges you to change this defense mechanism, or she will drag you onto the rocks until you drown in self-pity. You are important and should not be invisible. Just try not to be so melodramatic about everything. And lastly, for your postcards from Spirit, dearest you, over here there is no mystery for us to unravel, as we know intimately how connected we all are, how the web of creation works, and how Spirit is in every aspect of life, from the invisible to the visible. But it's impossible for humans to comprehend the complexities of how things actually work, because the most important threads in the tapestry don't make sense in the dimension you live in. That said, can you feel the importance of these currents of energy that bring events together in miraculous ways? You can't understand with your mind, but you can know with your heart and soul. Trust that even though you don't know the how, the what, or the why, we do. Surrender to the mystery, and have faith that the unseen world is watching you with loving eyes, as Spirit weaves your life's mysterious and beautiful tapestry in glorious technicolor. Signed, loving you so much, as always. So those are your choices for the collective. You know, there will probably be messages in all of them that apply because, these are general readings, but just choose the one that really seems to resonate with your gut, that you have some kind of special reaction to, and then watch for the card pulls that will be coming up. The videos will be posted according to your collective, so you don't need to fish through a whole long video to find your messages. All right, thank you very much. I hope you had a little bit of fun. Take care.